Today, let's talk about voice search, AI, and mediation practice marketing. And all of this is about how to get found when clients go hands-free. So voice assistants like Alexa, Siri, Google Assistant, they've changed how people search for our services. Now, of course, we're adding tools like ChatGPT and Gemini into this mix. So where someone can say, find the best commercial mediator near me and get that AI summarized answer instantly. That's what we're talking about. And this shift matters. Why? Because spoken and AI powered searches are longer, they're more conversational, and often more specific. They combine location and context and intent, sometimes in one sentence. And if you want your name to show up in those answers, your online presence has to be ready. Voice assistants have changed the way that we search, because instead of typing short keywords like commercial mediator NYC, for example, people are now saying, hey, Google, who's the best commercial in New York City? Big difference. And that means longer, more natural sounding queries. And it's a fresh challenge for us as neutrals who want to show up in the search results. All right, let's caffeinate this conversation. Welcome to Marketing Monday. Drop a note in the comments section. Say hi. Let me know who you are, where you are, and how you use all of these voice assist programs to market and promote your mediation practice. But here's a step-by-step guide, in my opinion, to help you optimize your presence online so that you're not left behind when potential clients go hands-free. I think, first of all, we have to understand sort of the basics of voice search and why voice search differs from text search. So voice search is, like I said, it's conversational. People speak in full sentences or full questions, like, how can I find a family and divorce mediator near me? These are longer phrases. The queries can be 6 words, 10 words, more even, and that's a big difference compared to the normal 2 or 3 words that they would have traditionally typed out in a more traditional search. There's also intent and there's context. Voice search is often more local, sometimes more urgent, like who's a mediator who's available next week, that kind of thing, or who's the closest civil commercial mediator to me, right? A pro tip, think about the natural language that clients will use when asking for help with mediation, rather than the shorthand keywords that we've been focused on for the last 20 years. Next, identifying those keywords, the right keywords or the right questions. So you can brainstorm what you think are the most common voice search questions. Just ask yourself, if I were a potential client, what exact question would I speak out loud? It could be, who's the best commercial mediator in Dallas? Or how can I settle a business dispute without going to court, right? Find a commercial mediator who's open on weekends, right? That sort of thing. There's some tools that you can explore to help you with this. One is called Analytic. You just type in commercial mediator or family mediator, divorce mediator, see the actual questions that people ask. You can also use the typed in query on Google, and you'll see what else people ask for. Leave that A, help you fill in the last part of a question. So you want to make a list of about 10, maybe 15 of these spoken style questions that match your practice niche, family, commercial, workplace, etc., and make your list. Then you want to use that same conversational content, that same tone on your website and in your content. So you want to write like you speak. If voice searchers are asking, how do I find a mediator for my small business dispute? Then try to address that question directly on your website. And to do that, you can create an FAQ page. Just include the short questions in that exact wording that people might use, and then incorporate the Q&A sections throughout. A blog post that is titled "How to Choose the Best Commercial Mediator in Dallas," right? That catches all of those voice queries. So keep your language friendly and natural. Don't try to stuff in lots of keywords awkwardly. Google's algorithms favor really well-structured and helpful answers. And then you can create conversational, long tail keywords. So as opposed to just civil commercial mediator, go beyond those single words and put in who's the best commercial mediator near me with experience in small business disputes. Right? And where you can use this, again, you can use this as your blog topic. You can use this as your page headings or subheadings. You can use this in the meta descriptions, looking for a commercial mediator in Atlanta, discover how we can help businesses resolve disputes quickly and affordably, right? But don't overdo it. You want to write naturally and sprinkle these phrases where they are relevant. And then, of course, keep tabs on the analytics and make adjustments. You want to measure what matters. So on your Google Search Console, check to see if you're showing up for longer question-based queries. You can use site analytic tools like Google Analytics or Matomo and highlight these new organic visitors from the voice-centric questions. Local SEO tools, platforms like Bright Local or Moz, M-O-Z, Moz Local, or SEMrush, S-E-M-R-U-S-H, SEMrush. These track the local keyword rankings. So if you see queries like how to find a divorce mediator near me leading to your site, you can optimize further around that topic. If not, then refine your content so that you can capture those queries. Voice search is only growing, and by fine-tuning your site and your content now, you'll stay ahead of the curve and be the name that prospective clients hear when they ask their device for the best commercial mediator near me. Voice and AI search, they're not quote unquote coming to a theater near you soon. They're here. And mediators who adapt now will be the ones clients actually hear about when they ask their device or their AI assistant for help. All right, that is it for me on Marketing Monday. Thanks for watching. Have a great day. Be good humans. Bye-bye.